Baked by the sun, the desert of Arizona is a lean and frugal land whose shapes and stones and wide sky capture the imagination of America's best-known architect, Frank Lloyd Wright. Taliesin, which means shining brow, is a school of architecture whose buildings, designed by Frank Lloyd Wright, are scattered over a 1,200-acre campus. For almost 35 years, students from various parts of the world have come here to study architecture. Patrick Finnerty has come to study and work. The first thing he is able to do is to stake out his claim to an area where he can build his tent, as the student dwellings are known. As their first assignment, students design and build their homes. They take full responsibility for all aspects of the construction: materials, equipment, power lines, water, and the other many considerations that go into building one's own house. At Taliesin, a student learns at ground level to become an architect and learns the construction process directly. After a few weeks, the small house where he will spend the next several years is completed, as Patrick has finished his first and one of his most demanding assignments. The influence of Wright pervades Taliesin. It has been said that those who come here, indeed all those whose work is inspired by Frank Lloyd Wright, are more disciples than students of the master.
That's much better. That's a lot better.
The teaching staff are practicing architects, most of whom have designed and built their own homes, scattered throughout the 1,200 acres of Taliesin.
Finish this. We'll put a man in here.
Long before the environment became an issue of wide public concern, Frank Lloyd Wright used it as the motivating drive for his work. He found that much that passed as architecture spoiled the environment in the aesthetic sense as much as polluted smoke and water did in the physical sense. The atmosphere in Taliesin is serious and informal. There is constant exchange of views between students and faculty. These sessions are concerned with the architectural questions of today, and the emphasis is on relating to the needs and realities as the students conceive new, bold architectural ideas. Mrs. Frank Lloyd Wright has directed Taliesin since the death of the great architect 15 years ago. A home designed by Wright in 1938 and recently built by a faculty member illustrates the durability of the architect's style.
It will always be timeless, because his vision went, but he couldn't very well give that to the young.
As custodian of her husband's legacy in Taliesin, Mrs. Wright has helped it to become a center for students from many different countries. She has seen outstanding buildings throughout the United States designed by the faculty and students, and has guided the development of Taliesin into a school where the ideas of Frank Lloyd Wright are used and enlarged, and from where may come others who will leave their architectural imprint on the face of the nation.